When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line.
I can taste triumph with the heart of a lion.
When victory alone isn't enough, you chase something greater, no matter how difficult the path. On the dirt, in the sand, and beyond. The new 2024 Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot, part of our most rugged trail sport lineup yet. From Honda.
Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate. Glad to be your host, and I have now via Zoom, all the way from Morgan City, Lieutenant Ricky Hartley. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hi, how you doing, Jacob? Thanks for having me.
All right. I know it's Mardi Gras here. It's Mardi Gras time, and of course, Morgan City has a nice Mardi Gras going. Can you tell us a little bit on how the Morgan City Police Department plans on providing security for the events?
Well, it starts off probably a month or two easily before we begin contacting other agencies that has helped us in the past, and we try to reciprocate. And we line up additional officers from outside the agency, including trying to get some of our reserve officers to get on deck as well, which quite a few of them do, and it's all appreciated for sure. But usually down here, it's usually a calm, nice family environment. Everything's pretty much on a chill basis. So we're looking forward to it as always.
Well, it's certainly good when you have a cooperative public out there who's simply there to have a good time and not cause any trouble. Let's see.
Yes.
I know you have a few areas that may be off areas regarding around schools. Can you tell us about that?
Oh yeah, well at the junior high, located on Marguerite in 6th area, they are asking for vehicles not to park in the field, damage their lawn and whatnot, because obviously in the past they've had issues with vehicles parking and stacking and running up the field, and it takes it a while for that lawn to recover like it does. So they have taped off, or we will be taping off that area around Marguerite Street and 6th Street, and ask that the public do not park there, in the field parking area.
Okay, and I guess the area around the junior high that is accessible, I guess it's important to remind people that it's alcohol and tobacco free in that area.
Correct. Alcohol, tobacco free. Our rules on all parade routes is you can have alcohol in bottles, glass bottles. No, we don't allow pets to be on the routes, any of the parade routes. And also all the vendors and sales people, they need to have a permit with the city.
Okay. Could you tell us, about each of the different parades and how many y'all have and
Well,
where
we have
the routes are? Okay.
4 beginning this Friday. Friday night kicks off with Adonis, as always, at 7 p.m. Then we get a break on Saturday. Sunday starts it up again on the 2nd. We have Galatea kicking off at 2 p.m. Then Monday, we have Hera kicking off at 7 p.m. And then Tuesday, we ended up with, we're rounded off with Hephaestus that kicks off at 2 p.m.
Okay, and we have on the screen the routes there.
Yes, sir.
I think they have a couple with a different route and some with the same route that you have, but that's all
Yes.
going to take place over the next several days in Morgan City. Can you tell us, any more safety tips that you have for the public out there about when they decide to come to parades?
Yes, we ask that the public make sure if you're bringing children out there, especially the younger ones, the ones that are just able to walk up to 7, 8, 10 years old, to mind them whenever the floats are passing. Do not let them grab beads underneath the floats. That's very dangerous. There's been incidents in the past where kids on parade routes have been injured by trying to get the last minute beads, and we do not want that to happen. And whenever the parade, the floats stop, we ask the public not to crowd the floats, like get right up on the side of the floats, because if officers see you, they will ask you to back up away from it. We actually do to adhere to their orders and just just keep an eye on them. We don't want anyone hurt.
Certainly, certainly. And I know, I guess, in times where you have a bunch of people, I guess, and you have children that it's tough to always keep an eye on. I guess it's important to have some kind of plan to if you get separated from your family, or make sure that you know all the children, you have a spot to meet at or something on what to do if that situation were to happen.
Absolutely, that, and if you would happen to lose a child, to find the first police officer you come across, give us a detailed description of them, and of course we put it out there. We immediately start looking in those areas, and it's like, again, generally we try not to have any problems regarding, you're going that, and down here again, most of the parents, they're very, very mindful and helpful with the parades and their children, not doing dangerous things. So
Certainly, certainly. Okay, and one last thing, I know recently the constitutional or concealed carry state constitutional amendment went through, but there is a law in the books regarding parades. I guess you want to remind people about that
yes,
as well.
there is a federal law that does not allow you to carry any firearms on parade at parades. We ask that you do not carry, because the officers will be mindful. We want a safe environment. We will keep a safe environment. If anyone sees that there's a problem anywhere, to please notify the officers that's closest to them, and they will address it.
All righty. Thank you very much, Lieutenant, for coming on and informing the public.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.
Stay tuned for more right here on HTV.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.